Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure to see you all here, and it's really good to have you all here. I think our guest today does not need an introduction because he's such a legend already, but let me just build the suspense a little bit for you about this, okay? Today we are joined by the one and only Kriss Akabusi, MBE. We cannot forget that bit. Now, why did we ask Kriss to come and speak to us and you guys? Because Barry and I were driving up to Slough on Monday, few weeks back now, and we actually heard you speaking, Kriss, on Radio 2 about your story. Okay. And it was incredible. It's full of such inspiration and motivation. I think we both cried and laughed in about half an hour. So, I mean, let me give you a bit of background. So, Kriss began his international athletics career in
I can see you guys now.
Oh, you can? Oh, fantastic.
I can just see you there.
Excellent. So I know you started. Yeah, that's right. You started your international athletics career in 1983, and since then, Kriss has broken so many records and won lots of medals. But just a few of his memorable accolades are these ones. Okay, guys, listen to these: gold medal in the 400 European Championships, beating David Hemery's 22-year-old British record with a split time of 47.92 seconds, when we all remember that moment when you fell to your knees with delight straight afterwards. And then in 1991, in the World Championships in Tokyo, Kriss broke his own record not only once but twice, with a time of 47.91 in the semi-final and 47.86 in the final, and won a bronze medal in the flat 4x400 relay race. It was such a huge iconic moment in British athletics, and its 25th anniversary has just been celebrated with a star-studded gala attended by the Lord Sebastian Coe. Oh, there's a bit of feedback going on.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. That's all perfect.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kriss.
Okay.
So, and then in 1991, I believe you were awarded with your MBE. But then in 1992, again, you broke your own record in the 1992 Barcelona Olympics with a time of 47.82 in the 400-metre hurdles, and won silver at these games. And this record, I believe, still stands today. However, we all know, Kriss, well, I know from listening to you, that your life has not always been so successful, and you have had a tough upbringing. And our favourite quote of yours is, "The past is for reference and not for residence," which is so beautiful, and it makes a lot of sense, our guys, that we talk about this kind of thing. So, Kriss, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a huge honour to have you.
My pleasure. I've got Barry up here, but I'm sorry, I've not got your name down.
That's right, it's Laura.
And I'm Barry.
Sorry, yeah, I've got Barry and Laura. Okay. Well, Barry, Laura, thank you very much. It's great to see your outfits, your superhero outfits. You look fantastic. You look absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much. Now, the thing is, Kriss, we've actually met before, way back in 1990, when you came to my school and did a talk.
Oh, my word, yeah. Well, which school was that?
It was Archer's Court down in Dover in Kent, and I remember you coming along, and I've got my little picture with you, and yeah. I love it, I love it. But what we really want to talk to you about today, Kriss, is your story, which is so powerful, and how you have not let the past affect you. You've been successful still, do you know what I mean, from everything that's gone on. So I think, where we want to start is literally just you telling us your story, about when, your parents left for Nigeria, or even before that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Laura, the first thing to start off is to say to you and your listeners, there's a great book a book that I read by a woman called Mary Aftel, A-F-T-I-E-L. Mary Aftel. It's called The Story of Your Life. And her major thesis is that we create the story of our life. There's a series of things that happen to you through life, and you choose what to pin your hat on. Now, so when I tell you my story, I've chosen in elements of my story, and then I've ascribed either good things happening out of them or negative things happening out of them. It's really important to understand that. So, my story. So, you know me as Kriss, and people know me as Kriss, but my name is actually Kizi Uche Chukuturu. That's the name my mother gave me. And it's significant because my mother, when she gave me that name, was really thinking about this child that was born, and it means in her tongue, God's created very well, with passionate purpose and sense of his being. The God she's talking about is the Most High God, and this child is the number one in the community. So she had so much, she was boasting so much about this child, that she had so many hopes for this child, but things didn't go the way she planned. I was born in London. Mum and Dad were students. They were part of the group of people who came to the country to educate themselves and to go back home to build a nation. And so they went back to their country in 1962, because the 1st of October 1961, Nigeria got independence. And they were nation builders. They had hope, desire. They were really excited about this opportunity. But 7 years later, there was a civil war. And that civil war destroyed a lot of dreams. Now that's the backdrop to me being around. I was born in 1958. Mum and Dad left me in my junior program in the UK, hoping we'd get a good education, and we will be the first cohort of British-born Nigerians that would come, ingratiated in British society and build this nation. It didn't go to plan. Now, in the 60s and 70s, the UK, I'm glad that I was born in the children's zone, brought up in the children's zone. It was good for me, although I'm aware that for some kids, the children's zone wasn't a good thing. But that's not my story. I'm very grateful that I was abandoned in the United Kingdom, where there is an infrastructure to take care of people like myself who were abandoned. In a children's zone, you've got people who are orphans. In a children's zone, you've got people who've been sexually abused, emotionally abused, psychologically abused. You've got children who've had to be main carers because their parents were in addictions. Now that's my story. My story is my young parents couldn't take care of me because of the Civil War, and I was abandoned. But you know what? I see the goodness of that environment. I met people of all sorts of walks, lives, colours, creeds, orientations, outlooks. I grew up seeing diversity, recognising that my way is not the only way. And so I learned to see a wider picture. And so a lot of our stories are built up in very neat, small communities. Mum, dad, auntie, uncle, brother, sister. And we have a defined way of seeing, which affects our being. But I had all of this input with all of these children and all of these aunties, and so I couldn't help but see a bigger picture. My parents are from Africa. I remember we had a guy called Mustafa. I'll give his surname because I'm not going to permission, but we had a guy called Mustafa, and he was from Northern Cyprus, Turkish Cyprus. He had a view. We had some Greek Cypriots. They had a view. We had West Indians. They had a view. So I was brought up in diversity. So I think that was a big plus.
Yeah, definitely. And, at the time, did you see that?
You know what? As a kid, you just grow up. I knew that I was around. I mean, obviously, there were some challenges growing up. One of the things is you go to school and everyone's got a mum and dad, or mum and a dad.
Yeah.
You've got aunties and uncles and 16, 17 other people that look different to you.
Yeah.
And so initially I was quite challenged with that because I wanted to fit in and I stood out like a sore thumb. So I knew that was part of my story, that I was different to everybody else. But then you accept it and you go, let's say you. I accepted it. I grew up with it. It made me ask myself, well, who am I going to be? How am I going to show up? I was a bit of a pain in the backside because I decided I was going to be a funny boy, laugh and joke, tell jokes. And, I got the cane and I tried to, get on everyone's good books, except for the teachers, so I challenged authority. But people liked me. I learned to laugh. I now know that I laugh when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm good, when I'm bad, when I'm trying to fit in, when I'm trying to stand out. I laugh. It's one of the traits that I built up at the time. I couldn't tell you what I thought. I just got on with it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, because that's all you really other than to get on with it.
Yeah, it's thrive and survive.
Yeah, definitely.
Do or die.
Yeah, totally. And so, how did you come about joining the army then? Because, you know, how long were you in a children's home for? I mean, did you go to foster parents or, you know, this kind of thing?
Yeah, okay, cheers, Laura. That's a good question. So, I was with my mum and dad for my first 4 years of life. So I've got a few memories of them. I then went into foster care initially because my mum and dad had money.
Yeah.
The Nigerian naira, that's their currency, was equivalent to the pound. And my mother and father were very wealthy people. And so back in that day, there was something called private fostering. And basically they put advertisements in classified ads, you know, to African boys looking for a home. And so they sifted through all the stuff and they paid for us to go into private fostering. The only challenge is you didn't have the checks and balances that you have today. And so you could be in the hands of some dubious foster carers.
Yeah.
And so my brother and I, you know, we've had the whole gambit of different types. I mean, I don't remember being sexually abused, but I certainly was physically abused as a child. And that lasted for about, between 4 and 7. Between 4 and 7, I had a handful of different foster carers.
Yeah.
Some good, some not so good. And then when the money stopped, I went to the children's home. I was 7, becoming 8, and my brother was 4, 5. And so I was in the children's home from 7, 8 until I was 16.
Wow.
And it was at 16 that I left the children's home. And it was at 16 that I changed my name from Keezy to Kriss. Because that transition was going to be a whole new bridge for me. And I was going to start again. And there's another book that I will put out here from a woman called Judith Voist. I think it's V-O-I-D-H-T or V-O-I-S-H-T. Voist it is, called Necessary Losses. And again, that was a great read for me because it talks about how life is a series of losses, a series of letting go so you can take on the new epoch. And so part of my letting go at 16 and a half was my name, the children's home, the stigma that goes on with being a children's home, and taking on a brand new opportunity to find out who I was, to embrace this new community, to find my way on this journey. And that was the beginning of a whole new life, joining the army. And I met in the army a guy called Sergeant Mackenzie. And Sergeant Mackenzie was going to become my mentor. I didn't know that until I met him, obviously. Yeah. And there's another saying like, when the pupil is ready, the teacher appears. And at this moment, I was ready for Sergeant Mackenzie. I was ready to be taught. I'm sure at school a lot of people wanted to teach me. A lot of people wanted to engage with me. But I wasn't interested. I wanted to be a clown. But when I joined the army, I wanted to belong. I wanted to find out who I was. And I wanted to be different, to engage in my community. And Sergeant Mackenzie helped me do that.
Kriss, did you have any idea of the direction you wanted to go? When you say you're looking for this new Kriss in your life, did you have a direction, an idea, or was it sort of just feeling your way in the dark and seeing where it took you?
So a bit of both, Barry. What I would say is that I randomly, okay, I'm now talking left brain, right brain, yeah? So if you talk about left brain, logic, rationality, it was random. There was no logic, no rhyme, no reason. I chose the army from an emotional standpoint. I've got to leave the children's home because I'm becoming a man. I can't stay in the home. And emotionally, I knew that I was not ripe enough to live on my own. I couldn't go to Brexit land. I didn't trust myself in looking after myself. So the army was a babysitter. I knew that if I joined the army, I'd have a roof over my head, that I would have 3 square meals a day, and I'd have clothes to wear. I also knew that the army was going to give me a community. So in that sense, my desire was to belong to this family, to become one of the community, to be a good example of the community. And that's another theme that's been out in my life. I wanted to belong. I think not feeling that I belonged in my family of origin, I wanted to belong. The reason I was a clown at school is because I wanted to belong to the cool kids. And one way, if he wasn't cool, one way of being cool is making the cool kids laugh. And then saying, oh, Akabusi is a good fella. And so I wanted to belong. But when I joined but you can't be in the army and be a cool kid by making people laugh. It doesn't last long. So I realised when I was on the parade square the very first day, there was 800 of us, and the sergeant major said this: there are 800 people on this parade, and 50% of you are not good enough to be in my army. And so over the next 28 weeks, I'm going to weed out those guys who are not good enough. And you know what? I don't know why, but that was the challenge I needed. As he was talking, I'll just paraphrase, but he went on for about 15 minutes about why we were not good enough, why we were too ugly, we were not strong enough, that we were weeds, and look, it's not ideal for everybody, but his macho way of talking fitted me. And I said, I'm going to be here. You're not getting rid of me. I'm going to belong. I'm going to show you I'm good enough. I'm going to step up to the plate. Whatever you throw to me, I'm going to stand up for. And just saying that, and it's a big machine, and we spit out hogs. If you're not in kilter, you're going to get spat out. And I remember thinking, I'm not going to get spat out. I'm going to be a cog that's in the system. And so when you say to don't have a dream, that was my dream, to belong and to fit in the system and to be a good example in the system. And so I worked hard, I kept my nose clean. I did my drill, I was disciplined, I had the right dress. The army, you've got to ball your boots, you've got to iron your clothes. It was really regimented, as you would understand. But I was going to fit in.
That's amazing.
And then, we really didn't know. And it was in the army that you kind of discovered your talent, your gift, as it were, isn't it? Really?
Absolutely, Laura. So, I love life. We all love life, hopefully. I love life, and life's been good to me. And life throws up these people and these circumstances in each and every epoch. And so, having joined and decided to show the Sergeant Major that I was going to be good enough to be in his army, part and parcel of the army is very keen on sports. A fit soldier is a happy soldier. They're very keen, and so there's lots of different opportunities to do sports. And I met a guy called Sergeant Ian Mackenzie. And Sergeant Mackenzie was not just a troop sergeant, he was also the army athletics officer. And he was training one day, and I spotted him, and I decided to go along and train with him. And apart from being verbose and doing a lot of talking, all the things that he threw at me, I could do. And pretty quickly, I was one of the quickest of guys in the group. And he stopped me and said, Akabusi, you've got some talent, mate. You've got some real potential. And I believe your potential. And he invited me around to his home, developed a training program. He bought me my very first set of athletic spikes. He started putting me into races outside of the camp. And he really encouraged me. And by the end of the year, under his guidance, I became the Army Junior Champion. Now what I realised, I didn't realise this then, that Sergeant Mackenzie was being a little bit of a social worker as well. He was a transactional fellow really in the army. And the army is very transactional, but he was transformational. Because he could see that this guy wasn't going home on weekends. This guy wasn't going away when you have, 10 days off. And he decided to engage with me where I was at. to go on a journey with me and become this mentor and let me sort of talk about what's going on in my life. And then he fed into that story and built me up. And what he began to do is every time I was having these small successes, he was putting them up on what's called company orders. And company orders in that day is what was the modern day intranet. And people began to hear what I was doing. And people began to say, "Oh, Akabusi, well done. We heard you went to Skegness and you won there. We heard you went to Aldershot and won there." And by the end of the year, I was the Army Senior Champion. It was phenomenal.
How did it feel at that point? Because, you know, up until then, you had been trying to fit in, as you said, but now people were coming to you and saying, "You do an amazing job." How did that feel for you? You know, to have all that praise. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm just trying to think back because that was 40 years ago.
You're not that old.
I mean, obviously, I tell you what. Obviously, I was obviously being with pride, but it gave me a sense of confirmation that I was on the right path.
Yeah.
Confirmation that I didn't have to be a clown to get attention. Confirmation that if I commit myself to something, that there are other qualities in me that people appreciate. Hitherto, and look, I mean, my clownish nature is still with me, my gregarious nature is still with me, it's part and parcel of me, I'll never let that go, but there's so many other assets and facets to myself. I began to sort of unpack this other side of me. And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the meaning of life is, but if it's anything at all, it's to look inside this box, this person that you are, and to slowly but surely unpack all these riches, all these gifts, all these talents, all these abilities, to get them out, to peddle them, to experiment with them. And you know what? To give them away, to engage with other people, to lift others up, make them feel good. And what I found out was that people felt good when I performed well in track athletics. Can you believe that? I would run around the track and others would feel good. It was just phenomenal.
And that's incredible, and that really fuels you, didn't it? So
yeah, definitely. I think I agree with that totally. By you giving your gift to people, making them feel good, that makes you feel twice as good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. There's this sort of refurb will. You give out, others receive, they give out. Oh, boom!
You receive it back.
Another level. You give out, boom! They give out.
Yeah.
Boom! It lifts you up another level.
It's crazy. And there's so many people out there nowadays trying to take, trying to make themselves feel good. And they forget about actually, if we give out, we're going to receive that back 10 times over, and we're going to feel 10 times better by giving out rather than just looking for receiving. I don't know if you feel the same.
There's no doubt. So you know, I mean, one of my journeys was a journey to Christianity, and there's one saying that I took what Bible, which says this: giving than in receiving.
Yeah.
Totally, 100%. I agree with
I
that.
think the essence of what it's just what you're saying. So the Bible says there are more blessings in giving than receiving. Hold on. So it's telling me if I give more, I receive more.
Yeah.
The blessings are bountiful. So there's another. They're saying, be more, do more, give more, have more.
Yeah.
Be more, do more, give more, have more. You have more, but give them more.
Yeah, I
love life, man. I love life.
I love it.
But you've got to give from the right place, because some people tend to give because they expect to receive something, or they feel that they have to give, and then they end up getting, you know, taken advantage of or whatever. But it's given from the right place, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my idea of giving is that it's, if you just imagine you put your hands outside, you've got a little basket. If you're talented, that you keep on picking up bits of fruit and all this sort of bread, so much so that the basket is overflowing. And you soon realise, I can't hold this stuff in anymore. And so the more you pick up, the more you've got to give out. And the more you give out, the more that comes back to you. And the more you give out, and you say, mate, can you help me? And so you spread out the baskets. And the more you pick up, the more you give out. It's that sense that you're giving from your generosity. You're giving from your overflowing. When I step up on the stage now as a speaker, I give from my generosity, and more comes back. And boom, I learn more. Give out. I mean, even now, speaking to you guys here, as I've given myself, I'm receiving so much more.
Definitely, 100%.
I think Loz said a really key word, is that word expectations. If we can take that out of our vocabulary, life's going to be so much better, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely right. I'm full of sayings, mate. So,
I love your sayings. I love your sayings.
I'll write them down.
I think this is a guy called Gertha. Oh, how happy are those who expect nothing, for they will never be disappointed. Now, the idea behind that is, if you expect nothing, everything's a gift.
Yeah.
Totally.
Everything's a beautiful surprise. Everything is abundance. So expect nothing, you won't be disappointed. Because everything's a learning curve. Everything's life. Everything's a gift. It's a beautiful, beautiful world.
Absolutely. And I love that one. I've written it down. I think it's fantastic because I think, you know, some of our guys that are listening are on a weight loss journey and they expect that if they eat well, if they do their exercise, they'll stand on the scales and they expect to lose weight. And then when they don't, they're disappointed. But it's more about doing it for the love of doing it. Do you know what I mean? Rather than doing it because you're expecting something back.
Enjoy the process and the outcome is the outcome.
Yeah, and absolutely. So people. It's funny. I've been on a weight loss journey myself.
I read about it on LinkedIn.
Yeah. And so for me, when it comes to things like that, there's a couple of things. You've got to have a good picture of what you want to become, why you want to become it, what you've got to do in order to become it, how you're going to do it, and you've got to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
And you've got to know that what gets managed, what gets measured, gets managed.
Yeah.
And you've not got to be scared of measurement, not to beat yourself with a stick, but to celebrate each time you achieve.
Yeah.
So I've got numbers. They're just numbers. They're just numbers. They're just numbers. But every single day, I'm committed to my numbers. And my numbers give me a joy when I complete my numbers. Now, I know not everybody's an Olympic athlete. So I'm not saying be like me. I'm just saying this is me. This is my journey. I've got a number. And I know in order to do my number, I'm talking about calorific number, a calorific burn number. I know in order to do my calorific burn number, which is 1,000 active calories, which ends up being about 3,500 calories a day, I had to run 4 miles every day. Now, because I know I have to run 4 miles every day, I choose to do that first thing in the morning so that I've got it done.
Yeah.
And what that 4 miles does for me, it gives me 500 of my active calories. Boom! Bang!
Yeah.
And so by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I am stoked because I've banked 500 active calories. And you know what? I live for that feeling of being stoked. Every morning, I'm like a kid with a new toy. Boom! I just banked 500 active calories. And then I've got to drive to my kids' house and pick them up and take them to school. And I love the journey of taking them to school and talking about what they're doing at school. But guess what the byproduct of enjoying that journey is? 100 active calories. This is phenomenal. The byproduct of going to school with my kids and I'm walking to school is 100 calories. Then guess what I do? I know I love circuit. It's only a 7-minute circuit. It's a 7 7-minute circuit. Who hasn't got 7 minutes? I've got 7 minutes every day.
Yes.
Guess what I do at lunchtime? Boom! I back that 7 minutes. That's another 100 active calories. That's 700 active calories by dinner time. Listen, the next 300, they're going to happen somehow, shape or form throughout the day.
Yeah.
And so every day I hit my target. And I love it when all of a sudden my watch rings at 6 o'clock in the evening, boom, you've hit your calories. And so for me, there's so much fun. Now, listen, I'm not talking about losing weight, I'm talking about that calories. But guess what? The byproduct of hitting my active calories is that I've lost all this weight.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be fresh. I've lost over 2.5 stone in a year and maintained that weight.
Wow.
Lost for the last 4 months.
Impressive.
And it's a byproduct. What is this telling me to leave 7? I don't want to leave 7 up here. What's that? Cancel. Okay. No, sorry about that. Let me see what's telling me to leave the 7. I didn't want to leave it. No. So all I'm trying to say, fellas, is that my weight loss has been a byproduct of me engaging with my numbers program, and my numbers program has been attached to things that I enjoy. I enjoy my 4-miler. I enjoy my walk to school. I enjoy my 7-minute circuit. I enjoy it. So I'm saying to people, enjoy it. And what I recognise is that I can buy stuff now that I'm looking forward to buying. So I don't know how you're going to translate that, but just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
And that's what I like about this, because you're linking it to things you're enjoying. And when you enjoy doing something, you make better decisions because you're in a happier place, you're in a happier mood. Do you find the better your frame of mind is and the happier you are, the better your decisions are?
Yeah, absolutely. You see, okay, I was an international athlete, right? I'm telling you now, you've got to take drugs. And when I say take drugs, I'm not talking about petrol-based chemicals. I'm talking about your natural drugs that are in your body.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your endorphins, your cortisoids, your adrenaline, your adrenaline glands. And they happen by being happy, by enjoying it. When I say to you, I do my 4-miler and I'm buzzing because I've got adrenaline and cortisoids flashing through my body. I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
When I go to school, I take my children to school and we're rapping and we're talking, I'm kissing and I'm hugging. I'm on drugs. I'm doing my 7 minutes of death at lunchtime. I'm on drugs. So I'm saying to you and your friends, get into the drugs. Tap into your drugs. Get into those happy pills. Get yourself jazzed up. You've got to look forward to it. You've got to see the joy in it. You've got to embrace it.
Yeah, totally.
What would your advice be to somebody who perhaps gets up in the morning and, maybe they feel a bit sluggish and, they can't get themselves, motivated and think? What would your advice be to those people?
First thing I would say is, it's really important in the morning not to get out of the right side of the bed, but to get out of the right side of your head.
Oh, I love that.
I like that.
I'm using that one.
Kriss, you need to do a book with all these quotes and sayings. They're amazing.
It's really important. So sometimes when you're there and you're in your left brain logic, you've got all the reasons that you don't want to get up, and all the reasons you don't want to go to work, and all the reasons why you don't want to get into your sports shoes, whatever it is. That's left brain logical thinking. And it's left brain logical thinking to the emotion that's saying, I'd rather stay in bed. But if you get to the right side of your head and you start beaming happy thoughts, you start thinking about looking good, meeting your mates, going for the run, birds in the park, all that sort of stuff, all of a sudden you feel happy and you go for it. And as you start to feel happy, I would say this: commit to the first step, getting out of the bed.
Yeah. Because
it's commitment that precedes confirmation. Sometimes I don't feel like it, but I jump into the right side of my head. And I think of all the happy stuff that's going on in my life, and then I take the first step. And I put on my shoes. And I don't really want to go outside because it's raining, it's cold. But I take the next step. I open the door. And I don't really want to start my run. But I take the next step. I walk. I don't really want to get any faster, but I take the next step. I mark the gate around the corner when I'm going to start to just, jog. And then I start jogging, and then before you know it, you're into a run. And then you're feeling good about yourself, because it actually was a fantastic thing to do. So that's it. It's getting to your right side in. You've got to make it a game.
Yeah,
play. Be creative. Make it a game. If you look at children pretty quickly, once they get to about 9, they're playing games. There's something in it about playing games to get the adrenaline going and making life happy and fun.
When you were in the Olympic team and everything, Kriss, did you have a sports psychologist to help you with visualising wins and all this kind of stuff?
So back in the day, I was competing in the sort of 80s.
Yeah.
Started in the early 70s, 80s. It wasn't sort of vogue to have a sports psychologist.
Yeah.
I mean, they were there. The sports psychologists were really for the top class athletes. I'm talking about the mega stars, or athletes that were good but had challenges. Everybody would have most people would have a sports psychologist of some sort, to get them over things. So I'm not getting that. I think it's important, but I would say I was going to say I was a psychologist. I could probably got more out of myself if I had a psychologist, but my teammates were my psychologists. Being part of the team, and being with Daily, I'm going to name drop, being with Daily Thompson and Roger Black and Edwin Moses, and discussing some of challenges with those guys. Yeah. I mean, you go to the best. You go to the best sources available, and they were. I was trying to emulate them and be with them and do what they did. So they were my psychologists.
So being around all these sort of elite athletes, would you say being an Olympian was one of your greatest achievements, or would it be in the army? What would you say if you had to sum up one thing as your greatest achievement you've actually had? What would it be?
I would say that my greatest achievement has been a tough one. Being ready with my teacher peers, because you know what, they've all been instrumental. Each epoch in history has a brilliance of its own, and it's for me to choose Sergeant Mackenzie over track and the army over track and field over my speaking career over light entertainment would be doing the other parts down, because they've all been instrumental at that time in my history. I embrace the idea of existentialism, which is this idea of embracing the very moment, the now, and taking the gift of the now and being authentic in the now. Being present with everything you do. Now.
Brilliant. I love that, because that's one of our ethos. We teach our guys is to be present now. Enjoy what you're doing now. Don't look at the past. Don't look at the future too much, but be present with what you do. And that's where true fulfillment comes from.
Yeah, there were many gifts in the past. Just don't live in the past.
Yes.
And the future is a country that you can't get to yet unless you deal with today. Yeah. And many people slide into their future without any sort of rhyme or reason or passionate engagement in today. And yet today is the only reality. In fact, now is the only reality. You're only ever present in the now. And there's a consecutive now. And you're standing on that sort of raging edge of now, always going forward. But if you want to look forward, what created today, it was your series of nows of yesterday. And so many people just let that now flow. They go to the eternal now, and the light switches off here. I don't know what happens on the other side of now, but I want to make the most of this now today.
Yeah. Definitely, totally. I couldn't agree more with you. Kriss, I've got one more question before we finish up with our 8 fire ones, okay? So this comes from one of our guys, and she says, you are known for your very infectious laughter and cheery disposition. How important is laughter in life?
It is said that laughter is the best medicine, and I couldn't agree more. I know no different because I've always been a laughing boy. I've always laughed.
Yeah.
But I recognise that laughter, for me, on the one hand, is a defence mechanism, because what I've found in life is that if you laugh, you're readily accepted. Now, you can be accepted as the fool on the hill. Don't say, oh, he's not worth bothering about. Or you can be accepted as one of the boys, or you can just be accepted. And I feel accepted by laughing, but also laughing kicks in those chemicals that make me see the best in the world. I see the best in the world. I see the best in my life. Life has been good, and I think laughter is my key to entering that world.
Absolutely. Great answer. Love it. Fantastic. Right, Kriss.
Are you ready for this,
Are
Kriss?
you ready for the best 8 questions of your life?
Comes the quick fire round.
Fire away.
You go first.
Okay, so number 1, this is going to be a toughie for you. Your most inspirational quote.
Okay, so I'll say the past is for reference.
Yeah,
Cool.
excellent.
The past is for reference, not for reference, yeah.
What's your favourite destination you've been to and why?
Los Angeles, because I went there with a great bunch of guys. It reminds me when I was young, fit, healthy, striving to be the best in the world, with a group of people who are the best in the world. And you compare yourself amongst yourself, and I was with the best people in the world.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. I love that. Number 3, Kriss, what do you want to be known for?
For being a good dad.
Oh, I love that. That is lovely.
What's your favourite movie and why?
Oh, God, dear me. That's a tough one, yeah. I mean, that's a tough one because if you ask me that in the house, I will give you another one. But one of them, I'm gonna pick a Robin Williams one.
Yeah.
And Dead Poet Society.
Love that
cool.
film.
Yeah, I was thinking Gladiator. I love that film, but Dead Poet Society, because I love the way he grabs hold of those boys and he tells them, "This is it, fellas. One day we're food for our own boys, food for wolves. So gather those rosebuds while you may." Yeah. And Robert Williams, he's now dead. With worms. I love it.
Yeah, I absolutely love it too. So, moving on from that one then, what's your favourite song of all time? I mean, did you have a song when you were training at all? What's your favourite song?
Again, I mean, there's so many songs. Oh, gosh, dear me. Okay, I'll tell you, this is quite a sad song. I think it's called Missing You by Everything by the Girl.
Yeah.
And it's a song, when I hear it, I think of my mum.
Oh,
Nice.
Because I cried from every day from when I was 4 to when I was 12.
Wow.
And that song really, it absolutely says what I was crying for. I was missing her and I couldn't find her. I was looking for her and I couldn't find her. That's what that song talks about.
that's it, because it says, "I miss you like the desert misses the rain."
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely right. That's the one.
This brings us nicely on to the next question. What's your first childhood memory?
My first childhood memory. I've got a memory. First one, actually. What I was going to say, there's one when I was in Africa, looking through the window at a dusty path, waiting for father to come home. And Mum was really excited. My father was a diplomat, so he was always away a lot. And Mum was really excited. I knew that it would, and I was excited for her. So I can remember my brother was calling. He must have been sort of under a year. And I must have been like 3. We were in Nigeria. I was waiting for my dad to come home. And I guess but in a nice sense of waiting, waiting in anticipation.
Yeah.
And so I held on to that one. Yeah.
That's cool. What a nice memory to have. What's one question you have never always want to be asked it?
Never been asked. Right, what question I've not been asked that I would like to be asked?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay, when's your next album coming out?
So
Love it. When is your next album coming out?
No, I wouldn't do that to the world. But often, when I see great artists who fall a room with an acoustic guitar and their voice,
amazing.
And really, it's just awesome. So I'd love to be able to do that, but it's never going to happen for me. I've got to do that in other ways. But yeah, that'll be it. But if someone asks that question, when's your next album? Then I know that actually I've already done it, and that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, super. And the last and final question is, who's your biggest inspiration and why?
Who's my biggest inspiration? Okay, my biggest inspiration, I'm going to say, is the universal spirit, the author of all ages.
Love it.
Why? Because there's nothing better. I mean, I'm a bit of a loner, so I live on my own, in the middle of the woods, house on the hill, and I love reading. And so whoever inspired the greatest minds in history to pour out their thoughts into a book, I just love. That's my inspiration. I'm not one of those guys who gets a book and reads from cover to cover. I can dip into a book and I can read a chapter and a half, and I can have a cordon bleu meal chewing on that chapter and a half.
Yeah.
And it can be from antiquity. It can be from the Renaissance period. It can be from the Enlightenment period. It can be postmodernism. It can be extensionism. I don't know what it is. It can be from the Bible, and I just go to work on that thing. So it's that. It's the universal author, that universal spirit that makes men, and when I say men, I mean men and women, just unpack their thoughts and leave them for us to grapple with.
I love that. What an absolutely smashing answer. That's great.
That's quality answers.
Kriss, thank you so much for joining us today on this Tuesday afternoon. We really, really appreciate your time and coming on and speaking. I know the guys are going to absolutely love this.
I appreciate your time.
I
appreciate your time. And can I say, thank you so much for your thorough research. That is amazing. Many times I speak to people and they don't really know anything about you. It was clear from your questions, you've done a lot of work for parts of me, so thank you so much.
We want to get the best, and we want to give, to our guys, so it's important that we put effort into everything that we do to get the best out of it, so it's all about giving.
100%.
God bless you, good luck with your journey. Great ministry you got there.
It's great.
Ministry, call it ministry, the way you serve the world.
Yeah.
The way you serve the world, it's brilliant.
Excellent.
I really appreciate your time coming on to speak to us today, though, Kriss. Really, really appreciate it.
You take care now. We'll speak to you soon.
Have a great week. Take care.
Yeah,
bye.
Bye. Bless you. Bye. Don't have to get out of this thing now.
So, Kriss, literally just close it down your end.
Yeah, okay. Take care. There we go. Okay, leave webinar. There we go.
Take care. Bye.
Guys, okay, so that was our interview with Kriss Akabusi. I hope that you absolutely enjoyed it as much as we did, sort of leading it as well. It was fantastic.
Absolutely. And I've got to say, I was really apprehensive about talking to Kriss because he's like this big, bolder, bigger than life character, but it was so easy to talk to.
Really,
so easy to talk to him. That was a really, really nice chat.
Really easy. So guys, I hope you got lots from that. Some of the books that he was mentioning, just so that you can go back into, was Mary of Fit, The Story of Your Life, and Judith Boyce, Necessary Losses. Okay, guys. So make sure you check those out, and you know, drop Kriss a tweet at the Kriss Akabusi Company or at Kriss Akabusi, and thank him for you know, appearing on the Fit Mind Project and on this webinar for you guys, so that we can do.
Yes.
Well, okay, guys, have a fantastic evening. And we'll see you soon.
Ciao for now, guys.